Good afternoon, beautiful people. Yeah, my glasses are a little tinted. I just came up inside, so I gotta wait a few until they go back to being almost clear. Yeah, I have the transition lenses, and which I'm grateful for. Very grateful. I don't want to be switching from sunglass prescriptions to my indoor glasses. No, I don't like. So, my husband has fibromyalgia, and he was told to use a certain cream for his fibromyalgia. Now, let me explain something earlier. I'm not down on anybody who uses painkillers, the Enbrel injections. I wholeheartedly want people to be up out of pain, that are in pain on a daily basis. I know what it's like to live with pain. I really do. I really honestly do. But personally, me, I'm not taking painkillers. I'm not doing the injections for my RA. I just refuse to. But that's me personally. Okay? So I don't want anybody to get upset and think that I'm against painkillers and stuff like that. I'm not. So if anybody wants to use them for your pain that you're in on a daily basis, go for it. Now, like I was saying, my husband has fibromyalgia. He takes a painkiller on a daily basis. He has to. He wouldn't be able to function. Okay? But everybody's threshold for pain is different. Okay? I'm not going to curl up in a ball and say, oh, I can't do anything. Well, granted, the past week and almost week and a half, I haven't been able to work due to the pain, but I'm still up and moving on a daily basis. I'm not going to be curled up in a ball somewhere and say, oh, I can't do it. I'm doing it, people. But with me being a caregiver and taking care of my clients, it requires a lot of bending, a lot of kneeling. You know, I gotta help them with their socks and shoes. I would have to bend down for that. I would have to kneel to help them with that. Cleaning their houses. You know, whatever the case may be that my client needs from me, I would have to do. You know, so it's a little hard up on me right now. Now, due to my husband's fibromyalgia, he takes a painkiller for it. Plus, he uses this cream. Alright. It's for people, constant pain. It's got 1% NSAID for, it's an arthritis pain reliever. Now, earlier, I put some, just a little bit on each of my knees, rubbed it in. I've been sitting outside repeatedly several times today, letting the sun hit my legs to warm up my knees to stop this pain. It's helped a little bit. I'm not complaining, you know. Just don't, if you take a blood thinner or are allergic to aspirin, anything of that sort, please do not use this. Do not use this at all. And there's a lot of people out there that are allergic to aspirin. So if you're allergic to it, you're pregnant, or you're on some kind of blood thinner for a blood clot of any kind, especially people that have had strokes, please do not use this. Alright? It kind of helps me a little bit, you know, and I'm not complaining about that. But that's what I mean by some kind of painkiller, pain reliever. There is a lot of side effects. A lot. Read up on it, people. Decide if it's for you or not. You know, this may not be for me within the next couple days. You know, I've been like, no. You know, but I had to weigh the pros and cons. We all do. Every single one of us must weigh the pros and cons on medications that our doctor thinks that we need, or we think that we need. Just understand to read all the side effects. And if you think it's going to be a benefit, oh my Lord, my ear is ringing. My angels have a lot to say today. But if you think it's a benefit for you, please do take it, or please do use this. Now, like I said, I was in pain earlier. I used just the smallest amount on each of my knees. Been sitting outside, letting the sun hit my knees to warm them up so I'm not in so much pain. So, doing that, it's warming up outside, and which I'm grateful for it because this morning, good Lord, honey, it was freaking cold. And I do mean cold. By Texas standards. Not like Panhandle, Texas standards, but like Central Texas standards. Panhandle, Amarillo, I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all will get some whiteout conditions, you know. I mean, that snow just comes down in buckets up there. And I appreciate y'all for, you know, living in that kind of condition. Now, Lubbock, used to live there. Got some cold. It would snow once in a while, but later in the day it was always melted away. I'm not complaining about Lubbock on that. But let's talk about Lubbock and hell. They're racist up there. I'll say it straight up. I'll say this about Lubbock. And I love my Texans. But I don't love stupid. One of these guys one day, and I'm not going to say the word. I absolutely will not say this word, ever. It's a word I don't say. I find it very derogatory, disgusting word. But my oldest son, at that time, I don't know if they still do it this way. At that time, up there in Lubbock, it was a middle school. They always called it a junior high. My son's walking home from junior high, and a goat roper had pulled up to one of the convenience store. When my son was passing the convenience store to get home, this man calls my son a particular word. Still, to this day, early 2000s, 2003, 2004, something like that, I can't remember now. Me, as being a protective mom that I am, he immediately came in and told me. As soon as he told me what this man had called him, I was out that door. I mean, I was halfway across the alley trying to get to this corner store. He said, Mom, the guy already left. The guy left. I just wanted to tell you. Not even 6 months later, we have moved back to the town that we're originally from. I'm going to tell you why. Because we needed some diversity. It's time to leave that racist town. I love Lubbock. It's part of Texas. But I'm not loving some of the people from Lubbock. But I guess you'll have it in anywhere across the U.S. I just don't see it here within the town that I live in. But I did see it up there in Lubbock. Let's talk about how the Hispanic community, the white community, live wherever they want to within Lubbock. But all the black people live on the west side of Lubbock. They don't live anywhere else within the city itself, but on the west side of Lubbock. But enough about that. You already know how I feel about stupid things and stupid people. But I don't think maybe it is stupid, but I think it's more of let's educate people. Let's get them talking. Let's open up a dialogue. Let's see where it's going. We got to. In Lubbock, like I said, I love certain people from there. They have one of the best universities there. Texas Tech University is wonderful. Love it. Couldn't ask for a better university here in the state of Texas. But I think just some of the standards and some of the beliefs that certain people still have within the community of Lubbock, Texas, I think it needs to change. I really do. Y'all come back now, you hear?